Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Okay. Anita Wahey is going to take herself on a date. What movie are you going to watch today? Dave is in the house. Fantastic. How is everybody doing today? What I wanted to do was just come in and get some meditation. Just be able to kind of come in and hang out and enjoy this for a little while with you guys. We've got Rumble. We've got some YouTube folks. Come on in. Thank you, Major. How has everybody's last 12 to 24 hours been? This is more of a wellness check. We move our bodies quite often, and frequently. So I just wanted to take a little time, get some of the deep breathing. Nate, how are you today, brother? Nate's live, and I went live yesterday. I was fortunate enough to be invited back onto his platform and channel, and we had an amazing conversation. Just taking some in the nose, mouth. We're just looking to clear out the noise in our heads, the noise in our minds. Nate, anytime, absolutely anytime. I hear that motorcycle go by. That would appear to be noise, but it's just sound. Sound. Sound we accept, even if it's not a natural sound. Accept it. What I believe is that man's mode of transportation, possibly going to his job, provide for his family. Jim Crazy. Lisa, how are you doing? Yeah, you said something about some friction at the gym. We'll have to, I can't wait to hear about that one. Lisa, how are you doing? Thinking just a little bit of turning our heads here shortly. Hey, Spider. Hey, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the start of your day or evening, depending on where you're at. I love you guys. We love you too. Love in return. My gift surprised you. Anita Wahey, yeah, sent me a really fantastic meme I'll be sharing with you guys soon. I kept track of everything you teach and advise. That is amazing. She sent me an amazing gift. Nate, love to hear it. Nisi Poo is here. I wanted to be able to get to the park. Jim, a little meditation, yes, just slowing it down. And I wanted to get to the park. We haven't been to the park in the last week or so. So I wanted to get to the park, get out to the sunshine. We'll get our movement out there as soon as the sun comes up. So this is just a short break to get our morning started, and then we'll come back to it. How are things on your end? You want to just take the time, turn that head a little. Thank you, Lisa. Having a stiff neck doesn't always mean you slept wrong. Sometimes it's just from sleeping. We're just not in motion much. How do you center yourself if you feel yourself getting angry or irritated? I think a lot of times that is dependent on what is potentially angering me or irritating me. Anita Wahi, you are cherished as well. Thank you so much. But just know, just know, Lisa, that you have a choice. You have a choice in what you choose to do. We can't control what somebody does or what circumstances happen to us, but we always have control over what we do about it. And that's why we talk about having your championship belt. There's nobody better at being Lisa than Lisa. There's nobody better at being Anita Wahi. So we want to make sure that we uphold what the best version of ourselves looks like. And sometimes that's tough. That's an internal challenge. But with practice, with time, those irritants become less. With practice and time, that anger subsides. And so it's not going to be an overnight change. But the first thing I do is I practice some perspective. Major, yes, polish the belt. So really look internally, and the work that you do on working on that is when you're not in front of that irritant, what's going to anger us. That's the work that we do when we're in a meditative moment like now, when we are cooking or just doing laundry, when those thoughts can go to other places and start to, again, put those puzzle pieces into that picture to create that whole picture, then it can start untangling the knots. So if you know that there's a person, a coworker, a neighbor, a family member, somebody who may irritate or anger you, ask yourself, what can I do when I'm in front of them to get a different result for myself other than anger, other than irritation? Lisa, you're more than welcome. Wangford, good morning. How are you doing? Lisa, it is my absolute pleasure. I'm honored that you feel that I would be somebody you can ask. Nate, it's so funny. The messages I receive are almost something that happened recently or days before, not a coincidence. No, it's lining up. It's lining up. So I used to, one of my old sayings is that is the world is a classroom. It's also a gym, but life will test you. Now, are we taking notes before that test comes? How do we pass those tests? Practice perspective, absolutely. Just by existing and doing well is a big middle finger towards haters. Absolutely, Anita Way. Absolutely. Hey guys, perspective is huge. So the simple one that I will talk about is walking outside and our car has a flat tire or it doesn't start that morning. Well, let's back that up. Where did we start? we started just by waking up. There's a lot of people who did not wake up today or did not make it to see this day. Then generally our car is parked in front of a home, so we have shelter. We have something that we can call a home. The car itself is still something that is coveted by many. There's many people who would just love to live in our car as shelter because many people don't have homes. And most likely we're driving that car to a job, which means we have gainful employment and a way to support ourselves and others. There's so many pluses that this one minor momentary setback is not worth upsetting myself. Either way, my muffler came off. The downpipe said I have to have it rewelded back on. Exactly, exactly. And that's going to be something that's a temporary setback financially on our time at work, even a little bit on our stressors. It's going to set us back, but it's something that we can easily recover. This ties into my gym experience last night and today. Oh, attitude of gratitude. I like it. Lisa says sometimes it hurts to put on a smile and fake it. Don't fake it. Don't fake the smile. We don't want to fake that funk. And if you are genuinely hurting, please express that. We don't want to suppress those emotions. Now, sometimes there's a time and place, but make sure that the practice starts to get put in place. RCG indeed, Major, that we're ready, we're capable, and we're grateful, guys. They're not just words. We want to turn them into actions. We want to make sure that we take these things and we turn them into an actual positive action for ourselves. A Cadillac sounds like a B-52 bomber. It doesn't match how my car looks. A Cadillac is not supposed to be as loud as a B-52 bomber. Yes, they will see you coming. They will see and hear you coming, and either way. But once I get the muffler fixed, it won't be loud anymore. Absolutely. So it's just a matter of patience, time, maybe a little bit of resource, getting it fixed, but it's going to get fixed. And in most of our cases, that is the case. There is an ending to it that we will have something fixed. We will get something. So I don't say I don't say these things lightly. I understand that everybody has a different level of stress and different things will stress people differently. But if we can just start to look at the perspective of it. I don't like to think of doomsday, but when we think of things that this could probably have gone worse, it's just like our friend Big JR, his home burned down and he's living out of his car. But when he told us this in the chat, the first thing that I thought was, okay, nobody lost their lives. Fire can claim a life, not just burning in the fire, but through inhalation, burning of the airway, things like that, smoke inhalation, carbon monoxide poisoning. Nobody, that didn't happen to anybody. So that's something to celebrate, even in something that seems like a tragedy. Because we can replace a building, we can replace a lot of things, but we can't replace a person. I put a smile on to make people happy. I do for them, but I feel neglected. But I know all things will work out for the better. Well, it's work on that smile for yourself first, Lisa. Work on the smile for yourself. It's not selfish. It helps you become the best version of yourself and not feel like you're just doing it to appease others. We're not beholden to serve in that way to where it's to our detriment. People turning their heads when my car goes by, yes. Just give them that brilliant big smile and a wave, Anita Way. The man who walks wants a bike, the biker wants the car, the guy in the Hyundai wants a BMW, and the BMW wants a Bugatti. Yep, yep. It's always a comparison. And until we look at the opposite comparison, we usually try to compare our way up. It's hypergamous. We want more. But if we look at the people behind us, there's a line of people who want what we have. because they have less than we do. So it does not mean that we're better than those people, and it doesn't mean that we're lesser than the people who have more than us. It just means that we should be grateful for what we have. And if we want more, maybe we can work for more. I'd rather ride my horse for transportation. I'll get there whenever I get there. Yes, yes. When you have the blessing to not have to rush and stress, absolutely. Make sure we're keeping those deep breaths going, folks. This is just our time to clear our minds before the day really starts asking. Before the day starts asking, and we generously start giving. We genuinely start giving. Before all of that, we should generously and genuinely give to ourselves. Just turn that neck and inhale and exhale. Lisa says that's horrible. I know the feeling of not having a home. You're my prayers, JR. Yes, I too have been uh, without shelter. Absolutely, it's it could be a scary time. The world moves too fast for my taste. I'm in my home place of life. That's a beautiful place to be. Thank you for allowing us into that. Thank you for sharing. Inhale and exhale. Will you be able to join me at the park in about the next 2 hours? I'd like to get out to the park. Hopefully, you guys can join me. And again, welcome to everybody on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook. At times, hunting saved my family through the winter. Yes, yes, absolutely. That's a great skill to have. Self-sustaining. All we're doing is taking some of the tensions out. As you're breathing, again, address that knot, Gordian knot in your mind. How do you begin to untangle it? And sometimes it's not untangling, it's just loosening. How do we begin to loosen? And before loosen, where do we start? Where do we start? Sometimes a knot can look like it's penetrable. There's no place to start. But just like with a shoelace knot, if you work at it, there's a spot. There's a spot where it begins to weaken. That's what we want to do with our problem. It's not going to just magically go away. But just like this tension in our neck, with patience, time, with effort, we can loosen it. Lisa, this is very relaxing. Thanks, Spider. Thanks, Major. Thanks, everybody. Lisa, absolutely. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. We've had an amazing run of things with everybody. We have the time to calm our minds today. Yesterday, we had a crucial lesson in people who think that they might be able to bully or detract from what we want to do in our lives. We talked to a misguided young man, misguided young, again, a misguided young person who thought that bullying and saying disparaging things was going to detract us from what we needed to do. They were a great lesson. So we thank them, thank these trolls. We call them haters, naysayers, detractors, because they're part of that test. Part of the test that when you've been working on yourself and somebody comes and attempt to irritate you, take your focus away, how do you respond? How do you respond? Polish the belt, yes. Our response is the grade. If we snap back, try to match those energies and rise above them, what does that tell us? If we're stoic, if we're calm, if we give them no energy, if we don't feed their cancer, what does that tell us? And in some cases, if we have shrank and have nothing to say because we're overwhelmed, what does that tell us? Absolutely, Anita Leahy. Yes. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we come across people like that person. It's very unfortunate that we come across people who are still so broken that they don't know how to just be themselves enough to align with other folks. But that's the beauty of our journey is we get to know exactly what and who we will tolerate. I can accept a lot of things. I will accept many things about people, but I will not tolerate. There's a difference. Acceptance is the understanding that we're all different, we're all unique. We have our own quirks, we have our own ways, and they may not align, but respectfully, we can coexist. Tolerate for me is somebody trying to impose their will on you in a way that is only beneficial for them. It's to your detriment to have to carry their weight, to hold that, to take their venom. It says you're paying a bill. Didn't hear the question. John has not gone on his healing journey. No. Nate, Cali Fitness, how are you, brother? Good to see you. It does. Sorry for not talking too much, just enjoying your voice and breathing. That's what we're here for, Lisa. Hey, come on in, my brother. People don't who don't go on their healing journey turn bitter. Yes. You have to, guys, you have to sit down. You have to have those important talks with yourself. You have to. If you don't face yourself, it's going to be very hard to face other people. If you can't be at peace with yourself, it's hard to be at peace with other people. The only feelings, emotions that we can regulate are our own. We're not designed to build other people's, and we're not designed to have other people build ours. Nate's live. The question I was asking is if we have not done the work and we're in front of a detractor, what happens? Do we match their energy? Do we shrink in their energy? What do our reactions tell us? What do our reactions? Because we should be working on responses. It is a lot of what we talked about. We had a fantastic chat yesterday. Nate Cali Fitness. Nate Cali Fitness has a fantastic channel. How do you deal with the negativity on your channel? How do you deal with the trolls? How do you deal with the people who say incredibly unnecessary things? Haters are absolutely, they can be motivators, but remember, there's still negativity in that. Find the people who are going to inspire. Find the people that are going to be inspiring. They're going to be able to teach us and guide us. A hater may move you to say, okay, I'm going to do this. But if we don't know which direction to go from that motivation, we can get ourselves misguided. Find the people who will inspire you. There will be haters, Lisa. Absolutely. Nate knows what we're talking about. We've all been through it. We've all been through it. Yeah, people can be hateful for nothing. It's because they feel that nothing in their lives. They feel that nothingness. They might be a void of love, might be a void of feeling accomplished, but their hate is stemmed from themselves. Their hate is stemmed from an emptiness that they are trying to fill a void of pain. And a lot of times that pain, what they want to do is inflict it upon other people. Hurt people will hurt people. I deal with trolls and haters by educating them and taking all their arguments and debunking them. You see how I deal with stuff. Jiu-jitsu is my last resort. Yes, violence, physical altercations, yes, should definitely be the last resort. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. I want to be a Jedi. Lisa, you are a Jedi. You are. You just have to tap in and find that force. Tap in, find the force. You are a Jedi. Just like you are a champion. That belt is around your waist. Oh, bless you as well, Nate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nate, are you able to share how you deal with the haters on your Nate's Cali Fitness channel? How do you deal with that? They've got a great community. The moderators are very much like ours. They don't play around. How do you start your quest for peace? Well, I think it begins when you know that you want peace. Nothing changes until your mind does. And so your quest for peace begins once you realize you want peace. That's the light switch. So once we realize that there's something like peace out there that we would like to obtain, it's much like wanting to lose weight. Once we decide, there's that moment. It's a quiet moment, but there's that moment in us that says, what am I eating? Why am I doing this? And there's an inherent want for change. That's your beginnings. That's the quest. Mama K, it is a blessing to see your name in the chat. How are you doing? It's been a while since we've seen you. Wasn't feeling too well for a bit. Just busy trying to push through and keep working. I understand. I hope you are taking care of yourself. I hope the others are taking care of you as well as you take care of them. Because life is better with Mama K. Lisa, that's why I come here. I don't really have anyone in my life that inspires me or helps me in this human reality. Well, Lisa, we are always here. And again, if you guys don't know, Impact and YouTube now has direct messaging. You can inbox. So, Lisa, you can reach out here. You guys can find us also on Instagram, Facebook, find us on Rumble as well now. So, plenty of ways. Plenty of ways. Can't stop the money flow. I understand. I understand. Mama K, that is sometimes a tough spot to be in when we're not feeling our best. But that's why there's a championship belt, guys. If you see it, look off in the distance. There's a shine, and that's Mama K's belt. Her belt is polished, and this is her championship belt. There's nobody better at being Mama K than Mama K. Didn't pop up when I went live. That might be a part of Rumble and YouTube. It's been kind of like that for a while. So I don't understand why it doesn't do that, Nate. Yeah, I've been seeing other people saying they've been having some issues with the notifications as well. Major says, Lisa, your energy off the charts. You have brought plenty of love and we appreciate you. Absolutely. And I think sometimes we don't see what we're looking for. Lisa's talking inspiration, but Lisa is inspiration, brings inspiration. Re-click the sub and bell note. Sometimes it resets it. I have issues with my channel and others have too. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nate. Nita Wahey. I can feel it in the air. This day is a little off. Like I said, I will stay away from the world today. Understandable. Understandable. Mama K, much love to you as well. It is a blessing. I appreciate you coming here. I don't know why, but in tears, thank you, Major. I appreciate you. That's a beautiful thing. There's release in that. There's release. Crying is not a negative, it's a positive. It's just like laughing or smiling. Crying, it's an expression of emotion. And it's something that we should be able to share with the world. Tears are good. Tears are good. Absolutely. Mama K, can you tell us how you guys deal with negativity over on your channel? How do you deal with the trolls? Because you have a heart. I feel that, yes. Mama K is one of the mods over on Nate Cali Fitness and does a great job. Nate's live says I cry weekly minimum, and that's a good thing. That's just a check in with yourself. Nothing wrong with that. And sometimes we don't have to be moved to tears through sorrow. You can be moved to tears through gratitude, just knowing life is good. I'm sorry for what? Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support. There's no need for apologies. None at all. Yes. We try to turn the hate into love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Turn the hate into love. We tried yesterday with the young man. We tried to hear him out, but he wasn't ready yet. He wasn't ready to understand what being received really means. And so he had to go. We try to ignore the best we can. We turn it into positive. And if it's that nasty, we kick it to the curb, take out the trash. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no time for it. No room for negativity. Squash it right there. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Anita Wahey, I'm known as the one not to mess with. For good reasons, though. When it's time to take a stand, I'm always there. You were right there yesterday in the chat, along with the others, so I appreciate that. Part of our Tribe Vibe, guys. Tribe Vibe, TRYBE, the real you begins enlightenment, education, engagement, education. And that vibe is visualizing your best experience, your best efforts, your best endeavors. What are you putting out there? What are we putting into the world? Take that time to cry. Absolutely. Dave says, I don't cry unless I'm resetting my brain with a dose of silly. It really brings out all the tears and clears my palate. Indeed. Indeed. We're all here putting in that work. Yes. And that's mind, body, and soul. I think a lot of times people don't realize what it takes for the performative aspect, what it takes to kind of come down, what it takes to plan, what it takes to go through these things, and what it takes to do this. But it's always worth it. It's always worth it. We're all working on something, and everybody brings something positive. Mama Kay says, I'm right there with you, Anita Wahey. We Fight for what we love. Yes. Yeah. And that's peace. Fight for your peace. Nothing wrong with that. Fight for your peace. Mama Kay, this is a very nice, clean, positive community. Yes. We try. We try. Together we stand strong. Yes, indeed. United, guys. Solidarity. Even different channels are still, we still come together under this similar umbrella. I love that, that we can work together that way. Major, yes, thank you. We are grateful for Major, for Scree, Nisi Poo, Angie Baby, Aoife, Eldest, Nathaniel J. Burns, the moderators who helped the channel. Nate, live when I was in rehab, my counselor made me stare in the mirror daily till I didn't cry. It took months. Yeah, look at yourself, face yourself. Mama Kay is getting ready to head out the door for work as we speak, trying to get a little bit of overtime. Catch you again, Mama Kay. Have a blessed day. We send love to you and the whole household. We always stay in your heart and out of your head. Stay in the process. Let's go. Positive energy to this community. Thank you so much, Nate. Nate's Callie. Nate's Live says, I would shave in the shower and didn't even notice it from the shame of not really look in the mirror, shaving until I got clean. Yes. Mama Kay, have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Much love to you. One ant is tiny, but millions of is huge. Yes, the colony of ants, and they all have a job and it's a purpose. Absolutely. Million people giving a lot. Giving love is a lot of love. Absolutely. That is a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love. Yes, indeed. We have to make room for that. Make room for the love, guys. It matters. And we're just breathing, folks. We're just breathing. Nice and relaxed. Sharing these thoughts. Sharing all of this amazing time together. I feel like that dove is back. I heard something on the fence behind me. Zeppelin the goat. Yes. Yes. The trivia, indeed. Indeed. Come on in, folks. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. Oh, Anita Wahey, they were asking every once in a while, I'll just like add a statement in and we'll sing it or something like that. So Major is giving out trivia now on what did what did I just sing? What was that song from? So a lot of times it's just all of those little impromptu moments. It's like if I were to say, who can make it to the gym or make it to the park in a couple hours? Somebody say, I'll be there. And then I'll say, I'll be there. Love and cherish you. I'll be there. Yes, Abe. Good stuff. Yes, guys, a whole lot of love. Whole lot of love for sure. We are. here and ready to share that. And take these deep breaths. There is an "I'll Be There" Jackson 5 version. I think what was I singing the Spinners version? I think I was singing the Spinners version. I can't remember. But yes, I'll be there to protect you. Oh, let's focus on the meditation, folks. Gerard, how are you doing? Let's get back to the meditation, if you would, please, and thank you. Gerard, how are things with you, my friend? Deep breaths in the nose, mouth. Guys, remember as you're taking these deep breaths, this is that time to focus. Find. Find what's going to help you quiet the noise. What noise? We're talking about the internal noise. We're going to locate some of those trouble spots. We're going to do some work on ourselves, untangle that knot, put some of those puzzle pieces in. Let's start seeing the large picture. Nate, have a fantastic day. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nate. Have a fantastic day. Mind, body, soul, indeed. Thank you, Nate. Thank you. Who is able to make it to the park with me? Who can make it to the park here next hour or so? Keaton, how are you doing today? Who is able to make it? Mac is in the house. Just getting some deep breathing, Keaton, this morning. Just enjoying a little meditation, mindfulness before the day really starts jumping. And if your day already has started jumping, then this is just something for that midday break. Sometimes when you're at work and you take a break, people go sit in the car, go sit off to the side by themselves. There's meditation in that. There's relaxation. There's escape. Pete and I am doing fantastic, my friend. And I appreciate you being here. Remember those nice deep breaths, and you don't have to be sitting in cross-legged position. We can also lay all the way back. Sometimes I'll just have my hands out so I can feel everything moving all the way to my distal points on foot. Nice deep breathing. Deep breaths. I can put my fingertips right on my chest. Feel my heart rate slowing down, chest rising. Ready to sit back up. Lisa, you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Keaton, how is the family? How are you doing? How are things on your end? How are you, my friend? And is anybody going to be able to join us at the park for our 100 push ups? Will anybody be able to join us at the park? That would be fantastic. This is just a little check in with ourselves, with each other. Indeed, I would love to have you guys at the park. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. It's coming, guys. When and how? Last time I couldn't find anything. Anita Way, I think we're gonna go. I think I think in 2 hours time, 7:30. I think 7:30 will be a good time to get going. Yes, indeed. We will reconvene at the park. Get our movement in. Right now we're getting the mind in, waking the mind. Then we will get to move the body. Nate gave us the clue we might have to un, undo our notifications, then do them again in order to find some of these notifications. So I will definitely put up a time notification ahead of time, but sometimes they're not coming out, so it's just looking at the channel. It'd be great if they had a text message notification where you could text your members at least text the members. Anita Wahe, yes, it will be a live stream. Yes, it will. Yes, yes, yes. So let's take that time to take our break, reset the notifications. Fantastic. Lisa, anytime we are here for you. We're here for you, just as I know you would be here for us, as I know you would be there for others. Ooh, Major gets a notification at his email. That is different. Right on, dude. Right on. Let's take the time to take a small break, maybe get ourselves hydrated, maybe break a fast, depending on what your day has been like. I appreciate it, guys. We're going to be back. Again, I will set up the time and we will get over to the park and we'll enjoy a little bit more of the day, some sunshine, and go from there. So, like we like to say, HWPO, that means hard work pays off. And this is the Impact Athletics Association. Very much appreciated your presence. Namaste. Lisa, I hope we can see you. Anita Wahe, we will see you over there. Major, we will see you. Absolutely. Guys, much love to you all. See you soon.